Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Merlino. I'm the Superintendent of Evergreen School District, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what our plans are for opening in the fall of 2020. Before I get into too much detail on that, I want to say thank you to all of our staff, our parents, with the way that they everyone adjusted to a remote learning environment in the spring of 2020. We went from a full on-site model to remote learning basically overnight, and that was a tremendous achievement, and I really appreciate the work that went into that. As we were doing that work, as we were starting to look at the fall of 2020 opening, we've been planning, and our goal all along, myself, our leadership, the school board, has always had a goal of returning our students on site as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. And we reached out to our building administration and along with district administration worked on the potential options we would open with in September of 2020. In that work, we had settled on, there were three options. They were full students on site, there was a hybrid option, and then remote learning being the third option. And all along, I did a webinar in June that talked about the fact that we would provide options for our parents if we had students on site, if they weren't comfortable, that we would have that remote learning option. Over the summer, we have done a lot of work continuing to look at the different options, refining those options, but in addition to that, kind of monitoring the health situation, not only nationally, but within the county. And on a weekly basis, we have been having school board workshops, having conversations with the school board on the current situation. We've been having conversations with the local superintendents in Clark County and also with Dr. Melnick with Clark County Department of Health. And through all of that work, I think we were hopeful in June that we would have some opportunities to have either full or hybrid students on site. But as we've seen the continued increase of positive cases in Clark County, with consultation with the school board, with other school districts, and with county health, we will be starting September 1st in a remote learning model as we concluded the 2019-20 school year. Part of the work that we have done as we lead up to September has been to survey parents and staff on what has worked and what hasn't worked within the distance remote learning model that we had. We've been fortunate to have wonderful work done by our curriculum department here, led by Brian Grimstead, Julie Tumulty, Aaron Lusich, and others, Clarissa Hightower. Others have been involved in that work. Yesterday, we had a board workshop where there was a presentation made on what remote learning 2.0 will look like. I would encourage everyone to go to our district website, and we will have that featured prominently on that. Parents, staff, to have an opportunity to see kind of what some of the more details are around the enhancements, what we learned from the spring, what we're improving on, and what we're changing. We will continue to communicate, I would say, like this through videos, through emails out to staff and to parents throughout the rest of the month of August. There'll be videos on more detail on what does Remote Learning 2.0 look like. What does our fine arts program look like? What does athletics look like? What does our feeding program look like? All of those things. So make sure that you come back and look at these videos, because we will have information ongoing. In closing, I just want to say that at some point, and I can't tell you when the day is, our children will return to school. What we're looking at right now is following the phases to a certain extent. Phase 1 and Phase 2 definitely are remote learning phases. When the county eventually gets to Phase 3, that would provide for the opportunity for us to look at the hybrid model, but that would be in consultation with county health. looking at what are the trends in the cases. Are we continuing to see decreases in positive cases and hospitalizations, things like that? So that is something to watch. Whenever we get to phase 4, that would be a time where we would be looking more at having kids come back. But we will continue to communicate that as well. I want to close by saying I appreciate the work that has gone into looking at our various options. I want to say I appreciate our staff, our parents, certainly becoming partners in the ongoing education of our students with our staff is something that we didn't anticipate in the spring at the level that we have, but we're putting things in place to help enhance that partnership. And just know that our belief and our understanding is that our job on a daily basis is to educate our students, and that we appreciate the partnership with our parents to make that happen. Thank you.